Chapter 9 of Deadwood Dick, Jr., Branded. This is a LibriVox recording. All LibriVox recordings are in the public domain. For more information or to volunteer, please visit LibriVox.org. Deadwood Dick, Jr., Branded by Edward L. Wheeler. Chapter 9. A Chance for His Life. The interior of the cabin was homelike. It showed evidences of a woman's care, and it was a most inviting retreat. Having several apartments, it was more than a cabin in the generally accepted sense of the word. Yet in outward appearance it was a cabin nevertheless, being of logs. Well furnished, it displayed an abundance of fancy articles that spoke mutely of raids on the road and in towns to the north and south. There were books, pictures, and musical instruments, proof that this notorious road agent had refinement of taste.
"Now, what are we going to do with him?"
demanded Captain Joaquin. "I'll try to make myself as little trouble to you as possible," said Dick. "Put me anywhere that is convenient." "How will this room do?" asked the young woman, opening a door near at hand. "Anywhere," said Dick. "I was not speaking to you, sir," she snapped. "Your pardon," said Dick promptly.
"I suppose that will answer," growled the Red Rover. "He cannot possibly get out of there handcuffed, that is certain. In with you."
"Pray put yourselves to as little trouble as possible on my account," Dick politely requested, as he stepped into the room. "When you are at leisure, Captain Joaquin, let me have an interview."
"To what purpose?"
was demanded. "You will in justice give me a chance for my life, of course."
"We will talk about that when I get ready,"
was the snarl.
"For the present you remain here."
He closed the door with that, and Dick heard him secure it on the other side. The prince of detectives knew that he could look for little mercy at the hands of the Red Rover. The room into which Dick had been thrust was light. There was one window, rather small, and through which it would be impossible for the prisoner to climb, with his hands secured as they were. It gave him a view of the side of the pocket opposite to the entrance. There was a bed, a couple of chairs, and a stand in the way of furniture. Dick threw himself on the bed, for his head was beating and throbbing as if ready to split, and his wound was very painful, though slight. He could hear Captain Joaquin and the woman talking in the main room of the cabin, but could not make out what they were saying. He heard also other voices from another direction. These were the voices of two servants, a negress and a Mexican half-breed woman. After a time the door opened and the negress came in. She was rather old.
"Warm dat dar so head of yours?" she demanded in thick fashion. "I's gwine to dress it for you."
"I guess you will find it on my shoulders yet, Auntie," said Dick. "It was there the last I knew anything about it, anyhow. I hope you can ease the pain."
"Golly, I reckon I can do dat dar, child. You roll over here and let old Sal get a squint at it, and see if I don't make it feel better. Golly, you did get a nasty one, sure enough. One hair more to the northeast, and you was a goner, sure."
Dick had to smile at her quaint expressions. He had been in a light sleep and felt better. She had removed the bandage the young woman had put on. Having brought with her a basin of water, she bathed the wound, and that done, dressed it afresh with some kind of pounded leaves. "Have you any idea what is going to be done with me?" Dick inquired, while she was at work.
"Not a bit of one, sah," she answered.
"How many are there in the house?" he asked.
"Only de captain and de missus, and us 2 old women and yourself."
"And when does the captain expect the others to come in? His men come here, I suppose?"
"Some of 'em does, but not many. Some be here to night, I pine."
"And some others will never come," said Dick.
"There thou you am,"
the old negress said, with something of pride in her tone.
"You just leave that on dar an hour, and you won't know yourself, sure. No pain can stay where that am."
"I hope you are right, Auntie. The kindest old lady I ever knew looked just like you. I hope you are right, and that you won't forget that I am here when the grub is passed around. I am a trifle hungry, and a drink of cold water would go particularly good just now."
"Yo shall have it, child. You just bet."
She gathered up her basin and things and waddled out, for she was very fat, and in a few minutes returned with a pitcher of sparkling water. A draught of that made Dick feel better immediately, and he thanked the woman in a way calculated to create a friendly feeling towards himself. He might need her service in some other direction. In a little while Captain Joaquin entered. Dick was feeling much better, and was sitting up when the outlaw made his appearance.
"Well, I have come to have that talk with you," he announced.
"Glad of it," said Dick. "I am lonesome."
"I have thought of a plan, and I am going to give you a chance for your life about as good as you gave me."
"Ah, that's so?"
"You will admit that the chance you gave me was not a great big one, I suppose."
"It was just an even thing whether you killed me or I killed you, Captain Joaquin. I am willing to take the same chance again."
"But I am not. You have the reputation of being a dead shot, Deadwood Dick, and you certainly felt confident of making cold meat of me when you offered me that generous chance for my life."
"I certainly meant to, unless you performed that office for me," was the cool admission.
"Well, I will give you just the same kind of a show."
"You will fight?"
"I said I would not. No, but I will give you an even chance for your life, as promised."
"Well, I accept it. What is it?"
"No matter whether you accept it or not, it is yours. Some of my men will be here during the night, and when they arrive I will carry out the plan."
"You do not mean to let me know what it is?"
"If it will do you any good, I will tell you."
"I am somewhat personally interested." The outlaw laughed harshly.
"Yes, I guess you are, too," he said. "Well, it will be an even chance for your life. I promise you that," he added. "An equal number of white and of black beans will be put into a bag, and you will be required to draw one out. If it be white, you live. Black, and you die at midnight."
Dick smiled grimly. "Suppose I should draw a white one, does that give me my liberty?" he asked.
"Not at once. You will be taken away from here blindfolded, and detained 10 days, at the end of which time you will be set free. Meantime, I will have pulled up stakes here and given you the slip."
"And you will give me no other chance whatever?"
"No, sir."
"All right. I'll have to take what is offered, of course, and be glad to get it, I suppose."
"You may be thankful for it, for if you should draw the white, as you say, it will mean a deuce of a lot of trouble for me, and all because I feel bound to give you this chance."
"You are in honor bound to do that, no matter how small the chance may be, after the way I risked my life against yours, giving you the benefit of a doubt where I did not believe that a doubt existed at all. I'll expect you, then, when your men arrive."
"As soon as they get here, I will not keep you waiting."
End of chapter 9. Recording by Arnold Banner, Thurmond, North Carolina.